Hello, Lori dear. We are indeed here, and we are thankful to be a part of this moment, a part of this opportunity to bring more information to Mother Earth at this time. We see all of you upon Mother Earth as being victorious, we would say, and courageous. Now we know we might be putting the cart before the bull, but we do see you as being victorious in your daily lives, in achieving success that is not easily come by. So what we mean is these days are challenging, and so when you are able to look within yourselves, to find some time to have a meditative practice, to have some time to relax and rest, during this time, which we do see as being very chaotic, is victorious. It is something that we admire, that when we see you all doing this, when we see you all finding things within yourselves to value, to admonish, and we say admonish because we know that as you live your daily lives, there are times when you are finding yourselves to be fatigued. And in that fatigue, you can behave in a certain way that you may not normally like, or you can say something you may not normally like. And in these times, you are aware and you're conscious of what you just said or did, and you admonish yourself. And when we use that word, we mean that you are recognizing and you're being conscious about your actions. And you are asking yourself to look at it, and you're asking yourself to, if you need to grieve about it, if you need to allow yourself time to accept this behavior or action or thought, and then allow it to go. And of course, in that process, there is a forgiveness practice. Now, we say this and we bring this up because there are many things coming to the surface right now, today, in these days, in these moments. Coming to the surface is what it's all about in a lot of ways for the awakened collective. Things are coming to the surface upon Mother Earth at this time. The light is coming in, and the darkness is being chased away, you could say. There's light that is coming across the land. There is light that is coming within the cave. There is light that is coming within the darkness, within the deep. And it is pushing the darkness to the surface. It is pushing that which you may want to hide to the surface. So sometimes this is actions or behaviors or thoughts. Sometimes it's just a way of being or a habit you have done that all of a sudden you are finding to make you, it makes you a little uncomfortable. Or you might think, it just you know that in the coming days, in the coming weeks, you may have to look at this behavior, this habit, this thought pattern. And it may be too much for you in the present moment, but you know that you need to look at it soon. We see that this is not just happening inside of you, this is happening inside of everyone upon Mother Earth. It is happening upon Mother Earth in every way because the light is coming. The light is coming here. The light is coming more and more every day. And so when the light comes, the darkness needs to move. And so when darkness moves, it can be seen. And so that's what's happening when you see your own behavior and you're like, I didn't really like that. Or, ooh, that didn't look so good. Or, oh, you just kind of are uncomfortable with it. Then you're getting a glimpse of it. You're seeing it from your side view mirror, you could say. You're kind of seeing it and going, and you know that soon you need to look at it because it's not going to go away. And so you're becoming more conscious of your behavior. Now, this isn't necessarily easy, but it is something that is normal. It is something that has to happen when more light comes in. It is a process that happens all the time. When one goes into a meditative practice, you can almost always predict that there'll be some light that will be coming in to your vehicle. And in that process, you will see things or maybe feel things or understand things that before you did not. And part of that is not always happy sunshine. Part of that is understanding something about yourself, or understanding something about someone else in your life, understanding something about the world with where you live. So it's when light comes in, whether it's inside of a meditative practice, where light always comes in every meditative practice, there always will be some light that comes in. It's an allowance of light. When you are doing a meditative practice, the light is allowed to come in more than in any other movement you're doing during the day, any other action, behavior, moving around, doing this, doing that. When you are setting some time apart to do a meditative practice, you are allowing, you're making space for light. And when that space allows light, when light comes in, you will find that you will have to make space, you could say, for the new information or understanding about yourself, about your others, or about the world you live in. So such is the same now. There's a lot of light coming into Mother Earth's sphere. Okay, so there's a lot of light that's coming in upon the earth, upon those inhabitants upon the earth, within the earth. And the light is not only like, it's not reflecting. The earth isn't reflecting the light. The earth is absorbing the light. The light is coming in. The light is not bouncing back out at a high rate. There is some reflection that is happening from the light that comes onto Mother Earth and reflecting back, but there is a lot that's coming in as being absorbed. And when it is absorbed, that is when there is a chemical reaction, you could say alchemy, that is happening, where because the light is being absorbed, then the darkness has to rearrange itself. It may not leave in one big sweep. It will kind of rearrange itself and start moving. And when it starts moving, that's when it can be seen. Because when things are hunkered down, it's easy to see that as something normal. Let's say in your house you have a chair in the corner, and that chair in the corner has been accumulating things for some time. Well, because it's been there and because it keeps on accumulating, not only like dust, but we're talking about things that maybe some days you go through days and you don't have time to take care of that or take care of this, or you just don't know what to do with that. So you just kind of put it on the chair, and then you put it on the chair, and then you put it on the chair. And then it's kind of like this darkness in the corner. It's easy for that to happen because it's sitting still, it's in the corner, and it's just accumulating, and it's not moving. Now, if anything on that chair started moving, that would be a bit surprising, and it would bring your attention to it. Such is the same energetically when your own energetics begin to move some, when things begin to rearrange. It's like you become conscious of it. So when the light comes into Mother Earth and it comes into our bodies, that necessarily creates change. It creates movement, and because of that movement becomes awareness and consciousness of that which one was not conscious of before. So this brings us back to the word admonish. Now, we don't want you to be looking at yourselves and constantly berating yourselves about your actions, your behaviors. We don't mean that. We mean that when we say the word admonish, what we mean is you become aware of something, you become conscious of it, and you just know that inside of your heart, you don't want that to continue. So it's more of a consciousness, more of a understanding, and a moment where you say to yourself, that I don't like, that I don't want to see that again. I don't want that to continue, and that is what we mean by that. So we know that this time upon Mother Earth, you will find that this is a time for the darkness to be moving around. This is a time for the light to come in. This is a time to let go of that which is ready to be let go. So when you have, and we all have here on Mother Earth, accumulated energetically pain or thoughts or energies that we have just allowed to be, because either it's easier or it's maybe too painful to look at, or it's just you're too busy to look at. And so what happens is energetically, it's like that chair in the corner. Things keep getting layered and layered upon this chair, is the same way within your body. And so there are things within your body, energetically, that are just kind of sitting there, and they're waiting to be seen. They're waiting to be taken care of, to be picked up, to be looked at, to decide where it should go, if it should be kept, if it should be cleaned, if it should be let go of. So it's such the same way within your body. So we just give you these few words, hoping that this may give you some understanding into some of the uncomfortable feelings you may be having during this time. We know that you all, as a group within the Awakened Collective, are a very loving people. You seek love. You understand love is an energy. You understand that love in itself is a consciousness. And you understand that love at this time for yourself is imperative. So when we used the word admonish, we did that very purposefully, because it is a word that in the main community of life within the world today, that word is not used a lot. We're trying to find words that will perk your ears a bit and make you go, It certainly did to Lori Deer. She was not even wanting to use the word. We are trying to use language that you will connect to certain historical things, but maybe not hear as much today in your daily life, so that you might think about it a bit more. Now, we use the word admonish, but we're also would like to use the word love. When a parent admonishes, you could say, a child, it is because that parent loves that child. That parent wants that child to be more, to do more, to understand more. Now, we're not saying abusing that child, beating that child, overly disciplining that child. No. We're using the word admonish. And we would like to give you a visual idea about it. When we see the word admonish, we almost see a polishing cloth, like you're going to polish silver, and you put whatever you want to put on that cloth to clean your silver. Okay, so there's many ways to do this, but we think you get the idea about this. So you have the silver, you have a cloth, and you start polishing. Okay, now it's going to be over time, over exertion to some degree. You're going to get to the silver, to the beauty, to the shine. Such is the way we like to give you that word, that kind of visual with admonish, because it's a gently, with a soft, very soft cloth, moving away that which has clouded, has been built up upon the silver. And when that soft cloth is moved upon with, for some time, mild exertion, but for some time kind of rubbed off, then all that which has accumulated comes off, and then the silver shines. So we want to give you that analogy for yourselves that we had previously talked about a few moments ago, internal energetics that can layer and build up. We want to also give you this idea that of the silver and of the coating upon the body, okay? It's still energetic, but there's also coatings that are within the body, coatings upon the body. And this kind of soft cloth cleaning off the body, cleaning off that is within the body, making it shine again. This is the time for that to happen. And there's no need to use the word again, admonish yourselves for not seeing something earlier, or for allowing this to happen for as long as it has, or for allowing that pile up in the corner to be there, because it is only because of this new light coming in that you're able to do these things. It happens when you do meditative practices that allows more light at any time upon Mother Earth. However, at this time, there is light coming in upon Mother Earth. And so when this light comes in, this is an opportunity to see what you formerly could not see or feel. So there's no reason to feel bad or to guilt trip yourself or to admonish yourself about not being able to let go of what you are now seeing previously. This is a pattern, a repetitive pattern that happens upon Mother Earth, we would like to say. The solar activity that is coming in upon Mother Earth is a repetitive pattern that has been created to clear and to clean that which needs to be cleared and clean upon Mother Earth and upon and within the inhabitants of Mother Earth. This is a cycle. It's a cleaning cycle. It's a clearing cycle. Now we know that this particular cycle is moving and will extend into a further ascension process that is unique. However, the cycle of the repeating cycle where light comes onto Mother Earth is a normal cycle that does happen every so many years. And within this cycle, things can be seen. Things come to the surface and they can be seen. So this is the time for that. We love you. We send you great love. We are the Arcturians, the Pleiadians, the Council of Nine, and the Council of Light, coming through Xanadu and then through Love Dear. Adieu and adieu.